This episode was filmed in March, 3 days before the UK locked down for the pandemic. A lot has happened in the last 6 months. That, for example, I've done daily videos, weekly events. I've done more than my share of activities and events and things to inspire you. And now that we're in a period where some are going back on Zoom calls, some of you are meeting face to face but socially distancing, some of you in some countries are actually back to scouting and back to what we class as normal. And this is an episode that I am really happy about, and it can be used in all circumstances, but mostly when we get back to socially distancing or face to face or whatever. It's a really cool episode. All my episodes are cool, but this one is amazing. But yeah, it seems a bit weird and daunting that, you know, we've had 6 months of this, and more than likely we're going to have a few more. But here, enjoy this whole episode about bushcraft, and enjoy. Welcome to Scoutadelic, the YouTube channel dedicated to everything scouting, and this month is no different. This month is all about bushcraft and bush scouting. But what does it mean? Well, we'll find out this month. But I'm here at Kilner Scout Camp to find myself a co-host. So who am I going to find?
Hi, I'm Lee. I run Bush Scout in Hereford and Worcester Scout County, and this is my 60-second scouter. Right, favourite scout game and why? I capture the flag. It's a classic. It gets the young people outside, it gets them running around, and it needs minimal intervention from leaders. What does your perfect breakfast look like? You cannot beat a bacon sandwich as long as it's cooked on an open fire and you're eating it outside. What is your least and best campfire song? I was just chatting to Mike about this. The best one is one I learned from Scoutadelic, which was Down by the Bay. And my least favourite one is the peanut. It just goes, found a peanut. It just goes on and on and on. One thing you never leave home without. I always have Vaseline in my pocket, because I have very chapped lips, and it's very useful for starting a fire if you ever get stuck somewhere. It's multi-purpose and keeps me looking this beautiful. What do you take with you on camp? My hammock. What is bushcraft? Within scouting, it's more about learning to cook on a fire, learning to light a fire, learning to safely use the tools that will help keep you alive.
So thank you to the Scouters who submitted questions, obviously to Lee here. How are you?
Pretty well. Weather's not on our side, is it today?
Not really.
I
think it's the first time I've actually shown off this coat in a Scoutadelic episode. So yeah, so it is, yeah, great weather. Yeah.
But we're making shelters, so
this is it. Well, this is the question. So you're going to teach me a scouting skill. So what are you going to show us and talk to us about?
Okay. So today we're going to look at something called tarpology.
Okay.
It's a cool. Nice word. It's making different shelters out of tarps.
Right. Okay.
So I think when most people think of making a shelter out of a tarp, classic ridge line.
Yep.
Just triangle, nice easy shelter.
Yep.
I've got a couple more
okay
shelters to show you.
Yeah, yeah.
And then at the end of it, I'm going to teach you how to make a tarp tent. So it is possible to make a tent out of just a tarpaulin, a sheet of fabric, and a walking pole. That's all we're going to use. So
Okay.
we'll get onto that.
All right, so let's see some others. So we're going to move with the camera now. Oh, look at this. This is like so. Ooh. Okay, so what's this one here then at the back?
So the back, this is it's almost a tarp tent actually. I haven't just said I'm going to show you it later, but this is just from a single sheet of tarpaulin. This is sort of showing off. This is Tarpology origami.
Right. Okay.
But we've got, if hopefully you'll be able to see, we've got a door and it's got a floor. So just out of
A door and a floor. Who
door
knew?
and a floor.
A door and a floor.
So just out of one sheet of tarpaulin, a tree, 3 pegs, and we've got somewhere you could shelter in the night. You haven't even got to worry about something underneath you. Very simple shelter, but really nice, interesting to build.
Okay, and then you've got this one here.
Yeah, this one's more basic again. This is just a simple lean-to, so we've just got one connection up to the tree like we have the tent, 3 pegs, and this is quite nice if you've got a lot of wind and things coming in. You just put that downwind, come up over the top of you. Not quite as elaborate, but would fit more people under it for the same piece of tarpaulin.
Nice. Okay. So those are the 3 that you've already done our Blue Peter moment, and here's some that you prepared earlier. So now we're gonna you're gonna show me a tarpaulin and a walking stick.
That's the one.
Okay.
Walking pole.
Walking pole. Okay. Let's go there then. So you're gonna teach me a skill that involves this.
Yeah.
And the tarpaulin.
And a tarpaulin.
So what do we need to do first then?
So we're going to unfurl the tarpaulin where we want the tent,
Right.
and then we're going to peg out the 2 back corners.
Okay, all right, different. I was like, I'm gonna need to do this first. No,
No,
fine.
we leave that until a little bit.
Okay, all right. So we take the tarpaulin and we're pegging the back 2 down.
Back
so.
2 out. Yeah. So let's lay it out in a square.
Okay.
Take a couple of corners each.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay.
Right. So if you've got some pegs, we'll peg these 2 out.
Yep. There we are.
Right. So we pull these front corners forwards.
Yep.
Now this is the trickiest bit. Of
Oh,
it,
nice. The trickiest bit here. Yeah.
Let's have
great.
another peg.
Never told me that, did he? Okay. Another peg.
So we're going to peg out this corner,
There we go. Right. No, is that your corner?
both these corners,
Oh, right. Okay.
but we're not going to peg them out where they are. We're going
Right.
to peg them out so they're roughly halfway between where they are and the middle.
So it wants to be there.
About there, yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be accurate, but... Now, clever bit. Walking pole.
Okay.
One of us is getting under there. So we're aiming
How do
for...
I feel that's my my responsibility now?
So,
Okay.
what you're aiming for
Yeah.
is if you put it somewhere about there. Let's go somewhere about there.
Somewhere about there. If you haven't noticed, it's somewhere about there. Is about there. Yeah. Okay. Right. All right. Yeah.
And then you're going to expand the walking pole so it's pushing up into the top of the tent, into the top of the tarpaulin.
Okay. Come on. You don't see me again. Right.
I'll send in a rescue party in 10 minutes.
Right. Okay. So going in.
Yeah.
Round about here.
I'll come forward a bit back towards me. I don't think it needs to be quite, quite a bit more maybe. Yeah, let's say there.
All right. Okay.
If there's enough on the walking pole.
Yeah.
Yep. Tighten that. Yeah, that's good.
First
That
attempt.
is-
First attempt. That's all I'm saying.
Pretty much a tent.
Wow.
So all we would do,
Okay.
if we were keen,
Yes.
and if we want to try it,
Yeah.
we would tighten those bits back.
Right.
So
Okay.
should we have a go at that?
Yeah.
To make it
sure.
a bit better. So, little trick,
Okay.
if you're looking to attach a piece of string to a tarpaulin when you haven't got an attachment point,
Yeah.
I've just got a little pine cone, tiny little thing I picked because stone would be good enough.
All right.
Push it through the tarpaulin,
Yeah.
clove hitch,
Okay.
and then we're going round the pine cone, and this is where the third hand is used. So that's it. Pull that tight, and then we can tighten that back.
No way.
And then we've got the peg bag over here. There you go. The peg.
Okay, so about, is it there?
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah, and I
from
want
the
it-
other side.
So I want it to be that side, like that,
Yeah.
yeah? Okay. Okay, and
There's
then
a bit of string. I shall hold that for you.
Thank you.
In your way.
Thank you. Right, so clove hitch.
Yep.
where I figure out that I've done obviously my clever properly.
Well done. And we have...
He did say well done, whether that got it on camera I don't know, but he did say it, I'm sure of it.
And there's a peg for you.
Wow! How epic!
Nice little tent.
That's brilliant! Oh, nice.
That's all you'd have with you if you're out on your hike. You'd have your walking pole anyway. Pack yourself a tarpaulin, a little ground sheet, your roll mat, whatever you need. Bed for the night.
Wow, thank you!
No problem.
Ace! That's ace. And we did record it, so that's okay. I've done that once before. That's ace, that's brilliant. I love that. Right, what was I going to say? Oh, that was it. We're in the woods, obviously tarpaulinging and all that lot, but you guys have had some amazing adventures in the climate that we're currently facing. So here are some amazing photos that you guys got up to last month.
So send your adventures in by Facebook, Twitter or Instagram.
And we want to see them for next month. So it's part of our show where we play a game of Scout tennis. The rules are very simple. Okay, we have categories that we have to go backwards and forwards with that category. We can't repeat what someone else has already said. We can't go off topic, so it's got to stick with that category, okay? And we can't spend no longer than 5 seconds, but the other person has to count. So if you don't count, I will take as long as possible, but as soon as it's yours, I'm 5, 4, 3, 2, 1-ing, I don't care.
Okay.
Okay, all right, so for example, if the category was pie, mine would be apple, yours would be?
Blackberry.
Bingo, okay, so very simple, all right? Now then, so don't want to brag, but I am. I have won twice this year so far.
Oh,
all right.
Twice.
And I haven't lost one. However, we don't have an object to move, so I'm already thinking I'm on my losing streak anyway. But because obviously my co-host lost last month, you need to obviously just pick one. Okay, and then read it out, and that is our category.
Right, you going first?
Oh no, what's the category?
Things needed for a campfire.
Things needed for a campfire. So you start first, then it goes to me, and backwards and forwards until, obviously, something happens. So, whenever you're ready.
Marshmallows.
Okay,
5.
wood. Oh wow, you're really 5, 4, 3,
Biscuits.
2. Okay, matches. I'm going for practical, you're going for food. 4, 2, 1.
No.
Wow,
Anything, a song.
You could have had
Oh.
You could have had rocks to go around it, you know.
And I teach how to do a campfire. It's
boom!
Oh.
I'm loving this already.
I don't like the stress of this.
Okay,
I'm not going to do good at this. It's too stressful.
Right, okay.
I just want a nice easy Sunday.
Never going to happen. No. Right, okay, so here we go. It is best out of 3, so you could obviously come back and win the last 2.
Don't be hopeful.
Not saying anything here. Ooh, things you'd find in a scout cupboard.
A
Okay,
ball.
whoa, don't, whoa. I go first this time round.
Okay, right, I'll give you the answer now, haven't I?
A ball.
Piece of rope.
Skittles.
Not charts.
Oh, pens.
Crayons.
Oh, okay. Stationery of all sorts in a bubble, so therefore we don't have to go backwards and forwards with pencils and all that lot.
Broom handles.
Oh, okay. Then brooms.
Sick bags.
Sick bag. I don't even want to know. Buckets. You always have buckets.
2, 1. Oh, he's won already. I've already lost. It's not fair.
Well, there we go then. That was perfect.
It's rubbish. I don't like this game.
I love it so well, thank you. Hopefully it might be a full-on streak for me, you never know. I'm hopeful that my 5th year of Scoutadelic I might actually win something at the end.
Yeah. Brilliant.
There we are, done.
that's the end of our show.
Don't forget to click subscribe and give this video a thumbs up and share.
And by participating, you could get one of these.
Ooh, very special. And also a big shout out to our patrons: Erwin Willis, Joseph Heller, Lara Driscoll Breen, Marcus Coulson, Martin Steers, Percy Gallagher, Rob Minter, Sarah Cox, Will Bedford, and the rest of you guys. Thank you all. If you want to obviously help support us, visit our Patreon page, links are below.
And above all, be a little Scoutadelic.
Exactly. Goodbye.
Bye.